Morning, Matt. You missed a game?
Good morning. Did I miss a game? I thought it was a football game. I guess I did. Yep, Yankees come back big. I think the key point in that game was the relief pitching. I heard Chase Headley say that the relief pitching was the reason they came back to win, but they were down 5-0 and came back to take the lead before anybody came into relief pitch. But the rookie Marino looked good. Good game for him. Otherwise, just a whole lot of hitting, not much to talk about. Last night's game was disappointing. So put it in perspective, the Yankees have won 7 series in a row. Good. Right now they're looking at a possible split with the Rangers, and they don't want to do that. Every 4-game series, it seems they split. Be a great one to, as Paul O'Neill says, come out and put your foot on their neck and put them down. So I hope Joe puts the real lineup out there today. That'd be really good. Put the A-team out there, and by that I mean McCann should be catching, and it should be Jacoby and Brett, and I guess Carlos in right field out there. Teixeira at first, Didi at short, Headley at third, and of course Stephen Drew at second base. Stephen Drew, 2 hits last night. The only guy hitting in the lineup. I mean, not really true, but let's have the A-team out there for Pineda. Pineda has a bit of a hot head, it seems, so it's important for him to throw strikes and for everybody to field well behind him. That's what we got to do today.
Got any no-nos? What are the no-nos?
What is a no-no? A no-no is a no-hitter. So if I say David Cone, you usually think perfect game, right? Or if I say David Wells, you think perfect game, right? And if I say David Wells, do you think of David Cone? And if I say David Cone, do you think of David Wells? That's right for me. Yes, Classics yesterday, they're playing Dwight Gooden's no-hitter, 1996. I know Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter for the Yankees, and I kind of remember it, but I never think about it the way I think about the perfect games. But Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter for the Yankees in 1996. Pretty great.
And what about pickoffs?
Oh, okay, you're going to have to do some advanced camera work, okay? Are you going to be prepared for this?
I don't know.
Okay, well, not yet. But so Masahiro Tanaka picked off Delino DeShields last night at first base. It's a tricky play, but really there's no reason you should ever get picked off at first base. And I know this because I did a lot of pinch running. It's one way to play the game. All right, here we go. You're gonna put the camera on my right heel, okay? But don't forget to focus. So if you're a pitcher and I'm a right-handed pitcher like Tanaka, my very first move to first base is this. I have to pivot off my right foot to throw to first. So as a base runner, this is all you're looking at. If you're going to throw to home, this is your first move. If you're going to first base, this is your first move. So now we can go back to me. Make sure we're focused.
Well, we're good.
Are we?
I don't know.
Well, hold down the little button. There we go. Ooh, advanced production techniques. So as a runner on first base, you need to be as far enough away from the base as you can dive back, and then another step or two. And you're watching that right heel of the right-handed pitcher. So now what do you say about a left-handed pitcher? If the left-handed pitcher's on the mound, stay close to the bag. Those guys are crazy. There's no way to figure out what they're doing. And in fact, if you're a pitcher like Andy Pettitte, who established as a balk move early in his career, you have no hope at all. If I was ever on first base against Andy Pettitte, could you imagine? If I was ever on first base against Andy Pettitte, I would have stood about a foot off the bag.
Any trade talks?
Well, I think we have to talk about trade talks, but it's not my forte. So let's focus on the Yankees. There is some talk about David Price coming to the Yankees, and I'd say this. Get a good pitcher like David Price. Get a good hitter. I'm in favor of it, but I want to know what it's going to cost. And I generally don't care that much about prospects, especially hitting prospects. I care about pitching prospects, and the Yankees are deep in hitting prospects right now. So if it takes a couple of prospects to get David Price, or I don't want Cole Hamels, but if that's what it takes, that's okay. But as I've talked about, the chemistry in the clubhouse is important, and I worry about that with trades. But there's a history of trades helping the Yankees in the second half, and I do think maybe we need a little more help.
I guess we're going back to the game about Didi's errors.
Didi's errors. Yeah, I blame the Yes Network for Didi's error. They put a graphic up yesterday before the game comparing Didi to Derek Jeter, and he never wants that. Didi doesn't want that comparison, even though it's inevitable. But in the last 46 games, Didi has played almost exactly as well as Derek's best 46 games last year. Derek hit 303. Didi's hitting 297. He's got a little more power. He's got a few more RBIs. He didn't throw a fielding percentage up there, but even with Derek last year, maybe not a great comparison. But, Didi, shake it off, keep playing.
What's the rest of the road trip going to look like?
Well, like I said, today's an important game, or tonight is an important game with Pineda going. Got to win this game, got to win the series, got to put Texas down, and then go face the White Sox, who are red hot. But it's the White Sox, so we ought to be able to beat them, but we can't take anything for granted. So got to finish up a strong road trip. There's great opportunity here to have a strong road trip and then go home and dominate the Red Sox.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
See you after the next game.
See you after the next game. Leave a comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.